We are looking at the mid 89 Nedved. I've already done a review on his base and he's in my team at the moment, so I want to see if the mid is an upgrade. See, a 5'10", high medium, 4-star, 5-star. Can play left mid or left wing. Really good acceleration, sprint speed, really good shot power, finishing and long shots. Fantastic composure. Not the worst agility and balance, as well as short pass is very good, long pass very good. Looks like a really good cam or winger, that is for sure. In terms of traits, got early crosser and speed dribble. So speed dribble means he can do the ball roll much quicker than normal cards. We are going to be playing him on the left wing today. I normally play my other card, and because he is right-footed, we can use the 5-star weak foot across goal. We're talking about chemstyles, pricing, and what I thought about the card on Footbin at the end of the review. But that being said, let's go jump into some gameplay. We'll have a word from today's sponsor first. The World Cup and Black Friday is finally here. Go to Alt Nice, select Foot 23 coins, choose which console and how many coins you'd like to buy, select your payment method, and don't forget to add code NANIC for 6% off on all orders. Every purchase has a chance to win $10. So with Nedved, we're going to be playing in a 4-2-2 with him out on the left-hand side because I really want to test out his 5-star weak foot. We do use his base in that position normally in our rivals, etc. in Elite Division. So we are going to use him as a bare comparison, basically, them two against each other. One thing I've always liked about Nedved is his left foot ability. Because he's right-footed with the 5-star weak foot, it means you give yourself so many options with your opponent, whether which way they're going to go. So his main job is basically to get as many assists and goals as he possibly can, as well as how he feels in left stick dribbling compared to his base and much more. It's very quick at executing the skill. Lovely ball out to Zola. Take a touch in. Wait for the overlap. Finds Benesa. Back in. Nedved. Bit slow there going into space. That's the difference between explosive and controlled. Is he won't go into full speed straight away. Out wide to Nedved. He's got him behind. This is exactly where we needed him. All across. Oh, very unlucky there. No one else made a run for me inside, but you can see they're getting in behind the lines. It's not a problem. If we had maybe Zola pushing in as well with our other striker, we could have had an easy goal there. But you can see just getting in between is not a problem. That's a mad pass. Zola, good finish there. Very unlucky to score. But you can see they're cutting in and out. Doesn't really matter too much with his feet. In terms of set pieces, we've got a 93, 85, 84, and an 86 pen. So we are going to try something. I know they've patched this. He has brought his keeper in, so it's not a problem. So we're going to put this on the edge. Try and play it into our striker. Oh, very unlucky there. Oh, look at the burst of space. Now we've got Zola through. Elwaran finishes it, and that's from Nedved doing the explosive touch, double tapping the right trigger, or R2, puts him into the heavy touch pass round. You can see there, because he's 5-star weak foot, he can play with his left or right in those situations, makes the pass look way easier than it needs to be, and we get ourselves a goal on the counter-attack. So far, looking so good from Nedved. This is a very good opponent we're playing against, very good at doing green time shooting, as well as skill cancels and much more. Right, counter-attack, Nedved again, same touch. What a ball through to Zola, one touch with left. And we get the lucky goal on the end, but again, you can see there, I should have finished that with Zola. We did red time it, we ignore that. But the left foot onto right foot into through ball, onto Zola there. So far, so good. This opponent is very good at the game. Haven't showed you the chances he's had, but he's very, very quick on the skills, good at shooting. But again, as I like about Nedved, because he's 5-star weak foot, he can go to the left or the right, giving you so many options because the defender who's marking him doesn't really know which way you're going to go, and that opens up the space for us. Would like to get him through and go a little bit more. I am struggling to get him from not going into full speed. So starting off as a jog into full speed, not the quickest at times. And that is because he's not explosive. And that is a little bit frustrating, especially with a Hunter Chem style on. I know it doesn't make him explosive, but he does boost his pace up a lot. But that is the only negative I'm finding. His passing is outstanding. We haven't really had an ability to get a cross in. We get him here. So you can see getting into full speed is a bit slow. But once he's in full speed, there ain't no catching him. Kyle Walker trying to keep out of him. Van Dijk, you see what I mean there? Back to him. Oh, I tried to touch it around and there's a poor touch from me. But you can see they're getting into the full speed. It's difficult, but once he's at full speed, he is lightning fast. And Nedved intercepts. Bit of left stick dribbling. Look, went for the overlap. There it is. And he can play it with his left all right. Doesn't matter. Nedved running back into space for us. We play it. Oh, good defending by Van Dijk there. There's Nedved. Right foot, great finish, and that's his first opportunity on goal, and of course he finishes. But you can see just a little bit beforehand, we turn with his right, back to his left, played the through ball down the wing, And that's what's the good thing about playing him on the left-hand side where he's right foot. Because of his weak foot, it makes no difference. This card is fantastic, especially for the price as well. Right, here we go. Counter attack. Nedved picks it up. Gonzalo making it run. Tried to drill it in. What a ball. What a pass. What a save as well. But what a pass from Nedved. The spin on the ball as well was perfectly placed to run onto Zola. We are so unlucky not to get a goal, especially with the green time shot. But what a save from the keeper on that. But you can see there with his left or right foot over the top balls. He gives you so many options on what to do. Now we've got Nedved in the space. Driving. Bit of skill. Little pass. And there is the assist as well of Al Aran from Nedved. You can see that executing the skill moves. We've been so unlucky not to have a hat-trick of assists for Nedved today. He has literally destroyed the Kyle Walker we're playing against. So do manage to pick the ball up again. Blasting pass. We get ourselves a penalty there. With the double tap of sprint to explode pass. You can see that opens up the space fantastically. So we'll take the penalty with Nedved here. Obviously a penalty is a penalty. You go left, right or middle. It depends how your opponent plays. We're going to try and bury this at bottom left if we can. If he saves it, he saves it. If he doesn't, he doesn't. As we hit the post and it's gone in, what a penalty. But that doesn't really count towards his review, but we do get him back on the score sheet again. But you can see here, though, he is so good. That is full time. A fantastic performance from Nedved. Like I said, been using his base a lot, so I knew how to use this card. Is there much difference between his base and this? I'll be honest with you, not really. They are very, very similar. His SBC is still available as of the recording being the 24th of November. So if you're thinking about getting this card, possibly look at doing his base. This card's fantastic because of his 5-star weak foot. We have a look here. He got 2 goals and an assist. He should have had a lot more. Some crazy saves from the goalkeeper. But in terms of possession, 29 dribbles, 23 complete. And as you noticed, we were playing against Kyle Walker, who is one of the best right backs in the game. Very difficult to get in behind, but we still did it. Not a problem at all. In terms of shooting, 2 shots, 2 goals, extremely clinical. Yes, one of them was a penalty. And in terms of passing, 26 passes, 20 complete, a couple corners and much more. But he was so good at getting in behind. We are going to go jump onto Footbin now, talk about chemstyles much more. So we are on Footbin. It's kind of about 205,000 coins. I paid about 190 for him. We went to compare him to his base. His base is a little bit quicker, but much worse in shooting and passing. If you can green time shots, he doesn't miss. If you're good at getting the angles in terms of just shooting normally about green time, it also doesn't miss. With his SBC being out as well, as I mentioned, his SBC is probably coming in at around 289. That is not correct. That's because fodder's gone up. So if you're looking at doing his SBC, I'd honestly get his base. If you want his mid, by all means buy it. But I don't think there's much difference between his base and his mid. But to concentrate more on his mid, we had a Hunter on him, which makes him an 89 winger, an 88 striker, an 89 cam. He can play left mid, left wing, right wing, centre forward, striker, cam, no problem. His passing is absolutely amazing. His finishing and his positioning also very, very good. The thing I like about this card is I could probably mention it too many times in the review as it was, his 5-star weak foot. So if you find yourself very good at left stick dribbling, because he can pass or shoot with his left or right, he opens up so much space because your opponent doesn't know which way you're going to go next. The only thing I noticed with him, because he's controlled, and I find this with myself, I don't know about you, but if I change him to explosive, he doesn't feel explosive. I find that now with the chem styles, if he's already controlled and Hunter keeps him on controlled or whatever boosts his pace up the most, stick with that. As you notice, if you double tap the sprint button, so R2 or right trigger on your controller, he'll knock the ball ahead. So if you do that in the first touch, that's basically explosive sprint. That's what it was last year. It's still the same thing. So if you were to now consider that, you don't need to put a finisher on him because he has a 93 shot power, 93 finishing. You get that shot on target, 9 out of 10 times it's going in as long as you didn't kick it straight down the middle of the goal. Fantastic at passing, fantastic at dribbling. A little bit weak at times, even though he's got 75 strength. And if you're coming up against someone very, very defensive, especially on the wings, he's a little bit difficult to get in behind. But I will say, for the price of the card, he is outstanding. But as always, if you have any more questions about this card or any other card, comment down below. As always, if you have any questions about this card or any other card, please comment down below. If you are new to the channel, consider that like button and subscribing. Catch you in the next one.